pinga!
¡Corre para atrás, papi! ¿Viste? Te lo estoy diciendo, Dios mío.
¡Ay, pinga!
¡Ay, Dios mío!
¿Pero qué pinga es? Vamos a ver.
Papi, cuidado.
Espérate.
¡Ay, Dios mío, señor!
Pinga, hacer? ¡Cojones!
¡Mira la cantidad de gente cogiendo candela, papi!
Well, after today's sentencing, Joseph Emerson hugged his wife and thanked his friends. He wants to become a substance abuse counselor and continue helping pilots. The former Alaska Airlines pilot accused of trying to bring down a passenger flight will serve no prison time. A federal judge spared Joseph Emerson, sentencing him to credit for time served and supervised release for 3 years. Emerson's friends and family supported him in the courtroom.
It's just very sad to see how it's been portrayed. Joe's a great guy, and it's just, mental illness is a real thing.
In October 2023, prosecutors say the off-duty pilot tried to shut down a plane's engines while riding as a passenger in the cockpit. Horizon Flight 2059 from Everett to San Francisco made an emergency landing in Portland. 83 other passengers and crew were on board. In September, Emerson was sentenced in state court to 5 years of probation and community service.
I regret the harm that I caused. I regret the harm I caused to every single person on board that airplane.
Emerson admits he struggled with depression and alcoholism. He'd taken psychedelic mushrooms 2 days before the incident and told investigators he thought he was dreaming. The case drew national attention to the need for more mental health support for pilots.
He's getting to be able to help lots of pilots and not be locked up and be able to be there and help people that are going through mental illness and be able to effectively communicate that they need the help that they need.
Federal prosecutors had asked for 1 year in prison, but in the end, the judge determined Emerson had already faced significant consequences after being fired by the airline and losing his pilot's license. You may remember some of the passengers filed a class action lawsuit against Alaska Airlines. That case.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and that's the high IQ I be talking about. Now, I hate to make things a race thing, but for some unseen reason, shit like this pops up. It's hard not to make it a race thing because I don't see any black pilots taking shrooms, getting John Blaze, and then trying to go in the cockpit when they a fucking passenger on a flight and trying to take down the damn aircraft. Now, first of all, let me just be the first person to say we don't give a fuck what he was going through. His peoples was crying, his lawyer was lying, motherfuckers talking about he was a good person. He ain't that damn good of a person. Good people don't try to take down a flight and kill 83 people and shit ain't got nothing to do with them. You going through stuff with your boyfriend, yo, leave us out of it. I just want to catch a flight from Seattle or Everett to San Diego. I don't want to become French toast. Now, the reason I mention this, and people might be thinking I'm making a race, people think I'm making it a race thing, is because a few months ago, probably roughly about 6 months ago, Charlie Kirk had made the comment that if he sees a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. That's a quote. That's not even me saying this shit. And before I started talking, there was a video of a pilot that actually crashed. Now, I don't know if he was DEI, nor do I give a fuck, right? I just don't want to be DIE. But I find the irony in of it. And like everybody knows that follows my podcast, that irony is some shit that should be played out in books, movies, playwrights, screenplays. Not in real fucking life. When it plays out in real life, it's plenty fucking stupid. Not only that, you got these clear mayonnaise roaches that want to say racist shit on Twitter and any other social media app, right? The usual suspects. Well, what the fuck you call this? It seemed like a usual suspect if I ever seen one. This is literally the second or third person that's either crashed or attempted a crash, right? A few years ago, you had a motherfucker jump out the back of a plane without a parachute, to which his co-pilot called in the air traffic control and said the man jumped out without a parachute. They was asking why he called. I don't know, maybe because of shit like this. Well, his reasoning was then somebody got to find the body. So he was being courteous, right? You don't want a man jumping out the flight. And then you had the woman in DC where everybody thought it was a black person or a black pilot, and it ended up being not only a clear pilot but a woman that crashed right into a goddamn helicopter. Like, I don't even know how you see that or how you miss that. They even said that her co-pilot tried to grab the wheel to make her avoid hitting the helicopter, yet she still hit the helicopter, right? Killing all 66 people aboard. Now, once again, I don't care if they DEI. I just don't want to be DIE. And I get tired of these snow roaches talking about black and brown people being the causation or being inept or incompetent. And it's them. I keep telling them all the shit that you say about black and brown people reflects and mirrors mostly you guys, because one, there's a majority of you. So even if it does happen with a black or brown pilot, it's probably gonna happen even more because it's more of y'all, right? Clear people outnumber us 5-1. I think they rivaling the brown people. I don't know, nor do I give a fuck. What I do know is this right here is not the causation of a black or brown person. Hell, this ain't even the reminiscent of the brown people that everybody think was involved in 9/11, which was an inside job, but I digress. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out.
No.